Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, blessed beings of eternal light. Today we have a special transmission for you on this most powerful day of the red rhythmic serpent, Keen 45. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com, and today's transmission is from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028. The Harmonic Convergence entrance to the age of synthesis. Much has been said of the Harmonic Convergence. It represents a crossing over point in consciousness in which an unprecedented event occurred, triggered by a supernova within a neighboring galaxy. 1987 bore witness to the beginning of the age of synthesis. A series of unprecedented celestial alignments made possible a shift in human brain chemistry, allowing us to finally perceive the unifying truth behind all the great teachings of the ages. It is important to understand that these marker points are not events, but ongoing developmental processes. The harmonic convergence is still taking place today on many levels as huge, previously separate spheres of human endeavor come together. We are now seeing the beginning of the synthesis of all the human sciences and arts, of the left brain and the right brain, of the male and the female, of the east and the west. The harmony is, as the great sage Heraclitus said, a hidden harmony, but it is now becoming increasingly more apparent. Richard Rudd, Gene Key 55. We are living prophetic times on Earth. Parallel to the deconstruction of the old paradigm, there is a more subtle and constructive process taking place. A new reality imbued with harmony and coherence is emerging out of this chaotic node within the biosphere-noosphere transition timeline. This alternate reality can only be perceived with the right set of eyes and tools. The synchronic order provides these tools, and we can provide our conscious awareness to make this new reality visible. Harmonic synthesis of timelines. From the perspective of fractal time, the 20-day window from October 15th, 2021, today, Keen 45, until November 4th, 2021, Keen 65, holds a new node of resonance signaling the start of a key phase of harmonic synthesis between three calendrical systems: the Gregorian calendar, the ancient Maya long count of 13 Baktun and 20 Baktun cycles, the 13-moon 28-day calendar, and the Tzolk'in 1320 natural time matrices. Today, October 15, 2021, marks the completion of 439 years from ground zero of the Gregorian count, October 15, 1582, and we are exactly 4 years away from reaching a triple golden mean alignment between these three systems on October 15, 2025. This is a new stage within the ongoing process of galactic synchronization and the harmonic convergence of timelines that we have been carefully documenting and mapping since 2013. Remember, reconcile, redeem. Today marks therefore the last day of the 10-day recalibration window that marked the transition from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar. Since the moment when these 10 days were subtracted from the month of October 1582, a new layer of confusion was added to the already confusing Babylonian count. How is this? This 10-day difference overlay affected the calculation of the solar anniversary of astronomical events, creating a sort of 10-day time-space distortion. As an example, for events prior to October 15, 1582, such as the arrival of Columbus to America on October 12, 1492, the astronomical position of the Sun corresponds today to October 25th on the Gregorian calendar. As there is an accumulated difference of 13 days between the Gregorian count and the Julian count, this incremental difference is a result of the leap day year adjustments present in the Gregorian reform of 1582. This is a time of special significance, considering the fact that it is during the 10-day loop in time comprised between the shift from the Julian to the Gregorian calendars, when we commemorate important historical events and holidays that still hold the old paradigm and the old calendar in place. Of special relevance is the celebration of Columbus's arrival to America on October 12, 1492, holding the memories of the conquest and domination of the Old World over the New World. The colonization of the land was followed the colonization of souls via the institutionalization of a new foreign religion, and later by the colonization of the minds through a new calendar of disharmony. These two institutions, the Catholic Church and the Gregorian calendar, operate still today as the underlying foundational pillars of modern Western civilization systems and values, and only serve today as tools that perpetuate an old materialistic paradigm that is clearly exhausted. They also dismiss the cultural and ecological devastation that this colonization mindset and its practices keeps causing to the people and the land since 1492. Reconciliation and accountability. Numbers don't lie. From the purely third-dimensional perspective, we may say that accountability aims to hold perpetrators to account and seeks to provide relief or compensation to those affected. In this case, the entire biosphere has been and is being affected. Accountability is therefore a prerequisite for reconciliation and healing. It is only by remembering and acknowledging the errors from the past that we will be able to reconcile our history and redeem the compounding generational trauma that the entire human species is still enduring. Time travel to the ancient future. Accountability also comes with time. On the ancient Maya long count, October 13, 4772, one day after the completion of 3,028 years from Columbus's date arrival, holds key harmonic marker, the end, start of a new Pictun cycle, 20 Baktuns, since the start of the long count. This date, noted as 1.0.0.0.0.010 Ajah, is inscribed as the top of the Temple of Inscriptions in Palenque, Chiapas, and marks the completion of a perfect 20 Baktun fractal hologram, a map of 400 Katuns, generations, 20 times 20. This is a synchronic threshold only comparable to the December 21st, 2012 event horizon. Time is up for the artificial time matrix. From the fourth dimensional perspective, the synchronic perspective, this accountability factor is also being revealed over time. The synchronizations taking place within the three calendrical systems focus of this investigation are clearly announcing that the time is up for the artificial time matrix, and that in order to evolve we are now being called to make conscious those unconscious elements that can serve us to break the spell of false time. How? The restoration of the power of 13. Considering the transcendental coordinating role of the number 13 across fractal cycles in nature, 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 moons, 13 Venus orbits, 13 years, 13 Baktuns, the restoration of the memory of the sacred power of 13 represents then the archetypal healing of the creative power of the divine feminine in all things. Prophetic alignment of golden proportions. As mentioned on prior entries, the entire 2020 through 2022 transition is marking a clear and coherent integration node between these three counts and the entrance into higher harmonic resonance with the sacred ratios and proportions present in the synchronic order and the vigesimal mathematics of time. This is a prophetic alignment of golden proportions, literally and numerically. How is this? The golden proportion is an elegant mathematical principle operating behind the fabric of life, time, and space. This mathematical constant, also known as the phi ratio or divine proportion, is present in the natural unfoldment of forms across the universe and is reflected in the Fibonacci numerical sequence. On this sequence, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233. Each number is in a golden proportion relationship with its predecessor and holds the harmonic resonance of the phi ratio, defined as the number 1.618 3-3, we can describe this principle as the love intelligence reflecting the perfect balance between art and number, heart and mind, that engenders the organic processes of growth in nature. With the purpose of simplifying and universalizing the comprehension of this organizing principle, we are defining it as the harmonic factor. Time, the universal factor of unification. In order to simplify the harmonic integration, unification of these three systems, we have been presenting them in the form of three overlapping spirals of time. 1. Gregorian spiral, journey from 20 to 21. 2. Mayan long count spiral, journey from 13.0.8.0.0 to 13.0.13.0.0. 3. Galactic time spiral, journey from 33 to 34. 4 years to the golden intersection of timelines. Today, October 15th, 2021, marks the completion of 439 years from ground zero of the Gregorian count, October 15th, 1582, and we are exactly 4 years away from reaching a triple golden mean alignment between these three systems on October 15, 2025. This is a new stage within the ongoing process of galactic synchronization and the harmonic convergence of timelines that we have been carefully documenting and mapping since 2013. How is this? Let's explore these three spiral trajectories in more detail. 1. Gregorian spiral, journey from 20 to 21. The 2021 through 22 transition represents the completion of 21 years from the start of the 21st century. From the cosmological perspective of the synchronic order, this year is therefore an intersection of unprecedented harmonic significance between the dissonance of the Gregorian calendar and the perfect harmonic resonance of the 13-moon, 28-day calendar and the vigesimal system of the Mayan long count. 2. Mayan long count spiral, journey from 13.0.8.0.0 to 13.0.13.0.0. The Mayan long count marker 130800 signaled the completion of 8 Tun cycles of 360 days, each plus 13 Baktun cycles of 144,000 days, each since ground zero of the Mayan long count, 00000. We crossed the 13.8 marker on November 9th, 2020, 2020.11.9, and it's synchronized with 2 key harmonic nodes. 1. The completion of 20 cycles of 144 days each from the crossing the 13,000 mile long count marker, 360 times 8, equals 144 times 20. Number 2. On the Tzolk'in count, last November 9th, 2020, 11/9/2020 corresponded to Keen 225, marking the exact 260-day countdown to the Galactic New Year on July 26, 2021, Keen 224, a new galactic year of golden proportions. Since this galactic year started this past July 26, 2021 on Keen 224, now seems relevant to highlight once again some of the harmonic aspects behind the current 13-moon cycle, its close relationship to the golden proportion, and why it represents a node of key nodes of harmonic resonance. Days 224 through 225 mark the golden section of one 365-day cycle. On the 13-moon count, days 224 through 225 correspond to the intersection between the last day of the 8th moon of the 13-moon year and the first day of the 9th moon, 5 remaining moons of 28 days to complete the 13-moon year, 5, 8, 13. This is of special significance during this new galactic year, considering that the 224th day of this year, coded by Keen 224, will mark therefore the completion of the first golden section of this new Sirius cycle, coded by number 34, NS 1.34. This coming Keen 224 will mark the completion of a perfect octave from Galactic Synchronization 2013, and day 224-365 marks the perfect octave of the 13-moon year. In music theory, an octave or perfect octave is the interval between one musical pitch and another with double its frequency. Every year the date August 13 marks the golden section of the Gregorian year, day 225, 365. August 13 is noted as 8.13. Numbers 8 and 13 hold the 6th and 7th positions of the Fibonacci sequence. 13 divided by 8 equal 1.625. August 13, 8.13, also marks every year the ground zero position of the Mayan long count on August 13. 3113 BC, corresponding to the vigesimal marker 0.0.0.0.0 for a jaw. Venus, our twin planet, completes one orbit around the Sun every 224 to 225 days. When Venus completes 13 orbits, Earth immediately completes 8 orbits, 13-8, and both planets complete a perfect 5-pointed star, 13-8-5. This is because Venus's orbit, 224.5 times 13 equals 2,918.5 days. Earth's orbit, 365.25 times 8 equals 2,922 days. The flowering of the galactic seed. The galactic synchronization portal of July 26, 2013, NS 1.26.1.1, Keen 164, yellow galactic seed, mark the root point or seed of this integrative work between counts. This is firmly anchored on one specific date, December 16th, 2013. This is the 144th day of the yellow galactic seed year and synchronized with the Maya long count marker 13010013 Ajah, marking the completion of the first tune cycle within the closing of the 13th Bak tune and the synchronization with the last day of the sacred calendar of 260 days. This synchronization between the 360-day tunes count and the 260-day sacred count only takes place every 13 tune cycles of 260 days. 5 days later, on December 21st, 2013, Keen 5213 human, we completed the first solar orbit from the 13 Baktun event horizon of 2012-1221. This 5-day synchronization was of unique harmonic significance, as December 16, 2013 corresponded to the occult 13.13.13 Gregorian portal. At the time we posed this hypothesis, what if December 21st, 2012 opened a time window cycle that closes on December 21st, 2013? And what if this could now be signaled by the attainment of maximum level of harmonic resonance between different cycles, occurring during these last days of December 2013? This maximum level of harmonic resonance refers to the completion of different parallel and apparently unrelated events and cycles of time collapsing or coinciding into one specific date, December 16th, 2013. Prophetic unification of timelines, redemption by the power of 9 and 13. On the ancient Mayan long count, the interval between the future fractal milestones, noted as 130900 and 131300 for Ajah, holds a key note of harmonic and prophetic significance, considering that the start, alpha point, of this sequence from 130900 to 131300 will correspond to November 4th through 5th, 2021. On the dream spell count, November 4th through 5th, 2021 corresponds to NS 1.34.4.18 and 19, Keen 65, 13 Serpent, and Keen 66, 1 World Bridger. This marker is of unique prophetic significance, considering that 1. Keen 65, 13 Serpent is the last day of the wave spell of prophecy that starts on Keen 53, 1 Skywalker, analog of 1 Ben, 1 Reed, Akatl, birth sign of the prophet Akatl, Topiltzen, Quetzalcoatl, who brought forth the prophecy of the 13 heavens and 9 hells that was sealed by the Harmonic Convergence of 1987. Quetzalcoatl was associated with planets Venus, and this time portal will mark the completion of 2 Tzolk'in cycles of 260 days since the end start of the new Earth-Venus 8-year pentagonal cycle. Number 3, last Keen 99 moon, noted as 9.9, marked the completion of 13 Tzolk'in cycles of 260 days since the rare Venus transit of 2012 6/6. 4, this prophetic window holds the perfect synchronization between the 360-day Tunes count and the 260-day on the Tzolk'in matrix harmonic module. How is this? This date marks the completion of 13 Tune cycles of 360 days from the closing the 13 Baktun cycle of 144,000 days each on December 21st, 2012, LC 13.0.0.0.0. This prophetic marker in the future corresponds to 4 Ajah on the 260-day sacred calendar. The same date as 13.0000, 4 Ajah, 3 Ka'ankin marker. 4 Ajah is the equivalent of Keen 160, 4 Sun, the day that marks the golden section proportion of the 1320 time matrix. 260 divided by 160 equal 1.625. This sacred day corresponds therefore to the completion of 18 sacred calendar cycles of 260 days and 13 Tun cycles of 360 days. This is because 13 times 360 equals 4,680 days. 18 times 260 equals 4,680 days. The synchronization between calendrical systems will reach a peak of harmonic resonance on October 15, 2025, the golden mean day of the Gregorian system, synchronized with the Maya long count date 13.0.13.0.0, and with the completion of a perfect golden ratio fractal of 161,803 days contained in the 443 years since its inception on October 15, 1582. There are exactly 1,440 days, 360 times 4, of 1,440 minutes each, comprised between the prophetic fractal time interval between LC 130900 to LC 131300. Gregorian Phi Day, October 14th, 2025. This is an astonishing triple synchronization and serves as a powerful reference point in the near future and as a signal that we'll still have 4 years to reach a critical mass of humanity who has shifted their minds from their erroneous, irregular, and illogical Gregorian calendar to the perfect, perpetual, harmonic of 13 moons, months of 28 days, and the holographic harmony and mathematical beauty embedded in the ancient Maya vigesimal count system known as the long count. The synchronization between calendars is coordinated by a set of 2 harmonic cycles. 1, the 4-year harmonic, Satthic year of 1,460 plus 1 day. This cycle corresponding to the 4 lunar solar years is also defined as harmonic return cycle, 13 sets of 4 years, each comprised within each 52-year cycle. Number 2, 4 Tun harmonic. This cycle corresponds to a perfect square of 4 cycles of 360 days for a total of 1,440 days. This 1,440-day prophetic portal is governed by the golden proportion. New cosmic time, ephemeris, roadmap to harmony. As part of this redemptive process and the restoration of the cyclical power of number 13, last October 4th, 2021, as we were opening this 10-day window, we announced the upcoming release of the first edition of A Cosmic Time. Ephemeris was constructed as early as the 4th century BC and are still essential today to the astronomer and navigator. This new tool is intended to serve as a guide to navigate the next 4 years within the biosphere-noosphere transition timeline. This roadmap holds a new stage of integration between the 3 calendrical systems focused on this ongoing exploration. While the regular ephemeris is a table or data file giving the calculated positions of a celestial object at regular intervals throughout a period, this new cosmic time, ephemeris, serves as a table mapping the synchronization points between calendrical systems throughout cycles of time according to the synchronic order, the golden ratio of the fractal power of the number 13. Stay tuned. May peace, harmony, and beauty prevail on earth. From Medium.com. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to join us later tonight on our full transmission. If you'd like to support our work and mission in this channel and help us continue bringing these works to the world, you can either make a monthly pledge on Patreon or one-time donation to PayPal at our links at eaglelovecondor.com. Have a most beautiful and blessed ascension journey. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.